going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is the 11th of September, September 11th, a day for the history books. What a day September 11th is. We are looking at the markets. It's been a while. Finally getting a little movement here in the XRP markets anyways. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, talk about a couple things here on the charts, wrap this video up, guys. Hope everybody out there, all of these subscribers are doing well, etc. So let's take a look at what's been going on here for the past couple days for XRP. Like I said, haven't been doing too many videos here, really not too much going on. We're finally starting to see some expansion in price. We're going to talk about that, and it's just on time. We're going to talk about that as well. Showed up just on time. Interesting how markets work like that. So guys, welcome back. Let's find the correct tool here. So we're finally starting to see a movement down to two new price levels. Go back to probably the last XRP video, which was a couple days back, and we talked about, I think it was in that video, we talked about so we have 4 new price levels below the market on the charts. 2 of them just got hit this morning or overnight. It's 4:40 in the morning on Monday, the 11th of September. 48,108 and 47,715, guys. That's these 2 levels right here. They are in play perfectly right now. The price pulled back to those tonight, and we are finding support, so that is a good sign to see. We should see a reaction back to the upside, at least for a period of time. Here they are in play. 48,108, and we also did hit that 47,715. We actually tested it once again, the 48,108, and we're bouncing slightly. You can see the original bounce right here. So just as they should, find support for a period of time, and then we'll have to see what happens from there. So also below the market, guys, is we have the 2 other targets, which is 45,434. That's this orange line right here. 45,502. That's this green line right here. So guys, we also put in another low today. So we have a new low. This low has Monday, the 11th low of September, has undercut our last major low of the 1st of September. So the trend is clearly still to the downside. We're putting in new lows and not higher highs. Sometimes, though, on the rare occasion, this could be so we have the original low there on the 1st. We have contraction. We have expansion today. Sometimes you'll see a major low undercut, and the markets will actually turn and rally from here. So keep that in the back of your mind. You know, if you're an XRP trader, we could see a move like this. I don't know how likely it is, but it's very possible to see something like that. Markets are in the dumps right now, though, so I don't think we're in the correct environment to see that, but sometimes you will. And here is actually a small example, not the greatest, but it is a small example. The markets didn't rally too much, but they did rally. So we have a low here, which took place on the 16th of June. We moved back up, basically, and then we undercut that low on the 28th, and the markets actually rallied back up into that zone. So small example, not the greatest, but I happened to just notice that on the charts. More or less, I'm talking about a larger move, basically a big solid breakout higher in price. So it's possible. Keep it in mind, guys. Especially that we pulled down to 2 support levels, we could see some kind of a reaction to the upside. But I don't know. I wouldn't get your hopes up. Something else that I was looking at yesterday, I did not put a video out yesterday, but I was looking at the charts and just on time. Let me drink some coffee real quick. So these markets have been contracting for a while. So if we take the low here and then we scoot over to yesterday, that is 9 days of sideways price consolidation. Take the low of the first, move over to yesterday. That's 9 days before we started to see some expanding markets. Let's take a look over here. So we take the day after the major high, or we could take the major high even, and then we move over to basically right there. That's 11 days, 10 to 11 days of sideways action before seeing a the market start to expand once again. Let's check it out here. There's 8 days. Let's check out right here. There's 8 days. 8 to 12 days, give or take, is roughly what XRP has been doing on this downtrend move here. So if we took the 11th over here, like I said, the 11th into yesterday, that was 9 days. So I'm looking at these charts yesterday, and we are pinned at 50 cents. I wrote about it in the community tab. Most markets were pinned at 50 cents. Markets are getting ready to move. XRP, looking at the chart previously, give or take, that 9 to 12 days roughly is about all it's going to consolidate before we're going to see some expansion take place. And wake up this morning, markets are down, call it 3%, and we're hitting our 48, 108, 47, 7, 15 levels perfectly. So, hey, just on time. So keep all that in mind, guys. We could be in play, though, for a major move to the downside. Not to scare anybody, but let's take a look back at the previous major move like this that took place after a major rally. We got to go back a little bit. We got to go back to 2021, the end of 2020. Let's take a look right here, guys. As always, all links are down in the video description, guys. If you use those links, I appreciate it. It does help support the channel. We had a very major move here from, call it 22 cents up to 78 cents. That was a very nice rally breakout. Wedge down, lower high. SEC came in and sued Ripple. The markets tumbled. Well, the initial low came in. Let me get this a little bit better here. The initial low came in on the date of the 23rd of December. It was right before Christmas, I remember. I remember these markets started to break out. SEC came in. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays. We're going to sue Ripple and mess the price of XRP up for years to come. Markets rallied a little bit, and then we actually came in the 29th of December. We undercut that first original move down, the major low. Then the markets rallied up into resistance at 34,800, wedged down, and then they finally went on to move higher. So what does that have to do with what's going on right now? Well, let's go talk about it. I can tell you one thing. These markets look sick. They don't look good right now. And Bitcoin, I think, if Bitcoin really starts to move down, not good, guys. Like I said, our major low of this move came in on the 17th of August. So far, we've had some pretty decent support, even going back to the 18th of August, the 1st of September, and so far today, right at this 47, 715 mark. But if we do something similar that we saw back a couple years ago, crazy to say that, but hey, that's the reality of things, back to 2020, 2021, we actually undercut that first major low of that move after a big rally, which took place right here, wiped all that out, rallied up. So I've been talking about this in the past couple XRP videos as well, guys. We could get down to this 41 cent mark if things are going to play out similar. And this is the most similar play out so far on the XRP chart as what we've seen back in 2020, 2021. And the likelihood of getting back down to 41 cents, roughly 40, 41, give or take, if Bitcoin starts to tumble, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin in just a moment. So hang in there. I think it's very likely to see that 40 cent, 41 cent XRP, potentially even lower. We could see something like this take place. A undercut, a big candle wick below our major white support line. We saw it over here in the 2nd of January of this year. Nice start to the year there with a big shakeout. We saw it over here back in 2020, which was that move. The SEC came in and sued Ripple. We saw it over here back in March of 2020 as well. So if Bitcoin gets on a move on a track lower and the momentum starts to really pick up, guys, seeing a move like this for XRP would not be a surprise by any means. And as long as this level can hold, we should be okay. If not, there's much more trouble ahead. So not to be a negative Nelly here with these markets, but like I said, there is that chance that this is a double bottom and we're doing a shakeout here and we'll start to see a move higher. Over to Bitcoin. So just playing out all the scenarios here for you guys. Over to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still hanging on. Pretty crazy. Bitcoin can consolidate for a long time sideways. Like I said, XRP was in that like 9 to 12 days, 7 to 10 days, give or take. Bitcoin has been stuck essentially, besides for about 3 days, right at, so we have a couple levels right here. We have a 26.23. We have a 25.760, a 25.726. That's 3 levels right here. This market has essentially been here since, call it the middle of August. August 17th, we had been at this 25.760, 26,000 mark. Just straight up trading in and around this range. We started to see a little breakout here into a major lower high on the 29th, and then that was just boom. So if Bitcoin gets some momentum to the downside, which I think there is a chance for that, hasn't happened yet, which is fine. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but I think there is a chance that we see some major move lower, taking us down to 24,145. And that would undercut all of these lows. At the least, it would be a big shakeout, a big candle wick lower. And, maybe that'll wash people out. So the initial move down, maybe a big candle wick, would look very normal. Either scenario would look normal. So that is one scenario that could play out. And then, it depends on how ugly they want to make it. Down here to 21,000, give or take, right in here. So, hey, hopefully that doesn't play out. But we do have some major highs over here, right at that level. So if the price pulled back to that, you could see it got close here back in June. If we did it again, it would be very normal. And then even down to this 21,000 would be pretty normal as well. So we'll have to see how this plays out. We don't know. So far, it's found nice support there. And I just think those that control these markets, if they could shake people out by making this undercut all of these major lows here and then maybe they move the market up after that. You know, they have some pretty nasty tricks up their sleeves. So let's see which ones they use. Above the market, all our prices still stand. If you start to rally, you know, I'll just keep watching where the price is likely to find some resistance. You know, and we have them all the way up into new major highs, all the way up 73,000, 96, 130, you know, and then we also have some pretty nasty ones below the market. You know, here's one down at 13. I don't know if we have anything else on the charts below the market. Yeah, we could get them, but we don't have them on right now. So far, Bitcoin's finding support here, but I do think there is a chance that they pull the plug, do a big shakeout, potentially taking us down to 24,000 for starters. All right, guys, XRP down 2.85%. Will this double bottom, this undercut of the low from the first? Are we ready to rally here, or are we heading down to this major long-term, I will show you this, major long-term support here, which at current prices takes us to right around down to 41.40 cents, which is going to happen. Right now, these markets do not look good. I hope I'm wrong and we rally. They just don't look good. Guys, please make your own financial decisions. I'm not telling you to buy and or sell. Pure entertainment. We'll be back. All links down below. You guys have a good one. If you are not yet subscribed, go ahead and join us. Hopefully you're hanging in there. Brighter days will come. Take care.